In a previous video, we discussed the concept of buying a straddle. Now, buying a straddle is the case where you think that the stock's price will make a big move, but you don't know in which direction. It's either going to go up a lot or it's going to go down a lot. So you may have a company that's banked all of its future on a new product. If the product is successful, the stock price could double or triple or quadruple. If the product is a failure, the company will be bankrupt. So the strategy here to make money is using a long straddle. That is, you buy both a put and a call option with the same exercise price. And if you do that, you profit no matter what happens. And let's just recap this here. Suppose we have the case where we have a call option with an $80 exercise price has a premium of $7. And we have a put option with an $80 exercise price has a premium of $6. So you have to use the same exercise prices. There's strategies where you can spread the exercise prices, such as a strangle, but right now let's just talk about the straddle. So what's the cost of this? The cost of this strategy is $13, right? You're buying both the put and the call, and so the cost is $13. So you start $13 in the hole, minus 13. Now, let's consider what happens if the price goes up. If the price goes up, for every dollar it goes up, you make $1 on the call option, and you just throw the put option away. So your payoff picture looks like this. So on the upside, if the stock goes up, use the call, throw the put away. And on the other side, if the stock price goes down, you use the put option, you make $1 for every dollar it goes below 80, and you just throw the call away. So if we were to do this on this side, you should get something that looks like this. And so you get this V here looking thing. And where are the break-even points? Well, the break-even on this side is going to be $93 because the stock price has to rise by 13 in order for you to recoup that $13 cost for this strategy. The break-even point here is going to be 80 minus 13, or 67. So the stock price has to fall by $13 in order for you to break even. But what happens if you think that the stock price is more likely to go up than to go down? Well, if that's the case, you can use a strategy referred to as a strap. In the case of a strap, and I'll use a different color here, okay, you're going to buy one put and you're going to buy 2 calls. So we need to recalculate our cost here. Our new cost, if we do this, is you're going to buy one put for $6. You're going to buy 2 calls for $7 each, so that's $14. So it's going to cost you $20. So we're going to start 20 in the hole. And let's see what our payoff picture looks like here. Well, if it goes down, then for every dollar it goes down, you make $1 on the put option you have. Okay, and you just throw the call away. On the other hand, for every dollar it goes up, you don't make $1, you actually make $2 because you own 2 call options. So for every dollar it goes above 80, above the exercise price, you're going to make $2. That's going to make this side steeper. And so it should look something like this. And so let's see what our break-even points are here. Our break-even point here is going to be 80 minus the 20, so it's going to be 60. But our break-even point on the upside is only going to be, let's see, it only has to go up $1 for every, actually I didn't draw it quite right. It should go up to, it only has to rise to 90. Why is that? It only has to rise $10 to account for the $20 cost, because for every dollar it goes above 80, you make $2 because you own 2 call options. So I should have had this slope down a little bit. But the slope of this is going to be twice as steep as this side. So that's the case for strap. What happens if you think that the price is more likely to go down? You can use a strategy referred to as a strip. And in the strip, you're going to buy 2 puts, and you're going for every 1 call option you buy. So again, what's the cost going to be? Let's calculate that again. You have 1 call option for $7. You have 2 put options for $6 a piece, so that's $12. So the cost is going to be $19. So you're going to start at minus 19. And then what's your payoff picture going to look like? Your payoff picture here is going to look like this. For every dollar it goes above 80, you make $1 with the call option. But for every dollar it goes below 80, you make $2 because you happen to have 2 put options. So again, you get a steeper slope here. And what are the break-even points? The break-even point here is going to be $99. It's going to have to rise, the stock is going to have to rise $19 above the exercise price for you to recoup that $19 cost. But here, remember, you're going to make $1, or you're going to make $2 for every dollar it falls below 80. So the price is going to only have to fall by half this amount. So that's going to be $9.50 it's going to have to fall. So this is the case where it's going to be $71.50. So break even would be $70.50. So let me just fix that there. $70.50. Okay, falls $9.50. 80 minus 950 is $70.50. So you can see that this is a steeper slope here, and I actually should put arrows pointing up. Actually, an arrow here, not an arrow here. This should intersect with this, with the y-axis, because the worst that can happen is the price of the stock goes to 0. So on the upside, you have arrows. On the other side, it would intersect here. I just didn't draw the graph long enough. So in fact, let me just erase that so it looks correct. And so this is a good strategy, or a good alternative to the straddle if you think the stock is going to make a big move, but it's more likely to go up, you'll use a strap. If it's more likely to go down, you'll use a strip. And in fact, you could use 3 puts for every 1 call, or 3-to-2 ratio. But the standard definition for a strap is you buy 2 calls for every 1 put that you buy. For a strip, you buy 2 puts for every 1 call that you buy.